I am Charmaine. This illustration that is present here is what we call an angle. An angle is formed by two rays with a common endpoint. One ray is called the initial side and the other is the terminal side. The common point is a vertex. An angle is denoted by theta, usually represents the angular position of a vector.
Hello everyone, I am Winona, and today I will teach you about the components of an angle. So let's start with this arrow. This is what we call initial side. It is the beginning position of the line which is to be rotated. How about this one? Do you have an idea about this? That's right. This is the vertex. It is the common endpoint of a line about which the line is rotated.
Hello everyone, I am Mary and I will give you examples to make you further understand the angles in standard position. The first example that I will give you is 180 degrees. If you are given a positive measurement, then you will move the terminal side counterclockwise. Now look at the given. Is it a positive or not? Yes, it is. But before that, you need to draw a Cartesian plane. So starting from 0 degrees, you will move the terminal side to the left. The arrow will point at 90 degrees. One angle measures 90 degrees, so if you add in another angle, it would be equal to 180 degrees. You need to move the terminal side again to the left. Now that the terminal side is pointing at 180 degrees, the last thing you need to do is to add another arrow to determine if what way you move the terminal side. Starting from the initial side, draw the arrow to the terminal side to the left. Now, this is the final answer. Did you get it? Let me give you another example. Here is the second example. The given measure is negative 270 degrees. Did you notice something about the given measure? Yes, the given is now in negative. If earlier the given is positive, you will move counterclockwise. Right now, it is in negative, so you will move clockwise. So the first thing you need to do is to draw a Cartesian plane. Then draw the initial side. Now starting at 0 degrees, we will move to the right. Now I said earlier that one angle measures 90 degrees, so if you add another 90 degrees, it would be equal to 270 degrees. It's easy, right? Now draw the terminal side pointing at negative 270 degrees since we move in clockwise. For the last part, draw the arrow from which the terminal side moved. Now this is the final answer. Do you want another example? Let's move to the third example. Now for the third example, we have 60 degrees. In one angle, we have 90 degrees, right? So how can we find the angle of 60 degrees? Well, it's easy. First, we need you to determine the half of 90. It would be 45. So we can conclude that in the middle of the angle, it is measured 45 degrees. Then you can minus it to the given measure. It would be 45 minus 60 is equals to 15. Then draw a Cartesian plane. In the middle of the angle, imagine that you will move to the left for another 15 steps. Then right here, if this is 45, then think if you add a 15, it would be equal to 60. Then this is the answer. The terminal side is now pointing at 60 degrees. Don't forget the arrow that determines in what way you move the terminal side. Now in the fourth example, the given is 420 degrees. It's a big number, right? So just like before, draw a Cartesian plane first. Now let me tell you a trick so that you won't take time in determining the measurements of each angle. A full revolution is equals to 360 degrees. So if you start from 0, if you complete a full revolution, it will point again to the same arrow. We can now conclude that this measures 360 degrees. But the given is 420. What do we need to do? First, minus the 360 degrees to 420 degrees. You will be given 60. Then if you would still remember what I taught you in the third example, you will know the measure of 60 degrees. Now starting from here, since it is 360 degrees, add the 60, then you will have the 420 degrees. Don't forget the last arrow. Now it's done. We can now proceed to the last example. This is the last example, the fifth one. The given is negative 150 degrees. So now it is a negative measurement. We need to move clockwise. First, draw the Cartesian plane again, then label the angles. This would be negative 0 degrees, and this is negative 90 degrees, and this is negative 180 degrees. But the question is, where is the negative 150 degrees? Before that, let's divide one angle into 3. You will be given 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. If this is in the middle, which measures 45 degrees, we can conclude that in its sides, this one measures 30 degrees and this measures 60 degrees. Now let's go back to the given since it is 150. Minus it to 180, which gives you 30 degrees. From negative 180, you will need to move back, let's say 30 steps, then you will have the negative 150 angle. Don't forget the last arrow, which determines where you move the terminal site.